Now, why am I doing this so early as well? Is I just wanted to do this because ever since the new update, there has been some good skins, I have to say. Like, a lot now. So that's why I'm gonna do this, and on and on. But yeah, this is only for the 2021 skins, so not the 2020 skins. So let's just start, and this is my opinion, guys. So if you don't agree, I'm sorry. Here's the thing, if you like, let's just say Little Red Chica, it's one of your favorite skins, and you praise it, and you, let's see, you hate Sunken Toy Bonnie so much, and you disapprove it, and I say I like it, I'm not saying that people should like it or people should hate this skin. It's your choice. I fully hope and agree with your choice and decision, even if I think of, but I don't say I'm complaining about your decision. This is just my opinion, and I hope you guys also respect that as well. And yeah, because reason is gosh, I hate doing mobile tier list. Sorry, but so I just hope you guys don't spam in the comments like, that skin is a freaking masterpiece, you blue glitch trap monster. And yeah, let's just begin. So Blackheart Bonnie, I give it a B. Now, why? Well, reason, I don't see it as much of my favorite skin, but it's a very good skin. I like that the theme it goes with. I like how it's a Bonnie that had his heart broken or just cold shred. I even like the noise it makes, the glass, the 8-bit beating heart, the glitchy heartbeat, the face it makes. I really like this skin, but it's not obviously in A here, A tier or something. So I would give it a proper B. And I think it's suitable. Next up is Heartsick Baby. Now, I like this skin more than Blackheart Bonnie. Reason is, because Heartsick Baby, I actually nearly got this skin right. I mean, a lot of people I think could have got this skin right because of Cupid animatronic, but I was so close because I thought a Cupid 8-bit baby, because Freddy Frostbear got a skin, and why not 8-bit baby? But no, but I was very close though. Even though, it looks almost like an animatronic that isn't fully a skin that isn't fully coped with and stuff like that. It's almost like Firework Freddy or Big Bad Foxy, where it doesn't have much of it's different, but it's just a baby with a pink design instead of the red. I still like this skin, and it still holds. Like for Magician Mangle, it doesn't really have the difference either, but still I like it. And a lot of people love Magician Mangle. I see a lot of people liking it. And it's because of the amount of items, even for this skin, the Cupid, the bone arrows as the pin nails, just all that. Next up is Curse. Now you guys may expect me to put an S or an A, but I give it a C. Reason is, a lot of people know, this skin is a curse. Or notably, people can call it Curse Springtrap, but this skin has been scarred for me, unfortunately. And a few of the 2021 skins has. But Reason why is the crash ruined it. It crashed constantly. The only time it doesn't is because I use a tactic where I just look away from the model itself so it doesn't crash. Although Serpent Mangle never crashed. It's with the costume animatronic ropes and stuff that crashes apparently, but I'm not sure. But it crashed constantly, which I really hated. And that's why this skin kind of fell to C. Now, it did get some revive. I would have gave it a D if the crash still happened constantly, but Illumix blew my thoughts of battling 3 animatronics and then it can crash out of the water, because they proved themselves. Oh my gosh. And I enjoyed Fnaf Ar as much as I did. And it's been a long time since I enjoyed the game without the crash constantly happening. And the leveling up, but I'm not gonna go through with it, not about it, but the crash was the reason. It did get some revive, but not as much to get to a B. So that's why I get to C here. Next up is Serpent Mangle. Now, Serpent Mangle is one of my favorite skins, one of a very good skins. Not as better as Heartsick, but it's very good. Since for the Ancient Equinox, it's a very good skin. Yeah. Well, it's a Mangle that's a snake with Endo as a dragon head. Now, it doesn't beat Magician Mangle, though, nor it beats Heartsick Baby, but I'll give it a proper A. I don't really see it as my favorite, the thing is, but I would see it as a favorite for an A. Next up is Melted Chocolate Bonnie. At first, I really do appreciate the skin a little bit. For some reason, I like the snout. When the CPU gets taken off, the snout looks wider. For some reason, I like that. Am I okay? Do I need therapy for the snout? I don't know, but unfortunately, it's a reskin of a reskin. Freddy Frostbear is not a skin. He's a character. Either if he was a skin, then where's Jacko Bonnie and Red Chica? And 8-Bit Baby is a character. It's because Scott made 8-Bit Baby as the counterpart for the minigames. And Illumix didn't come up with the idea, unlike Freddy Frostbear, though. So, yeah. But a reskin of a reskin for Melted Chocolate Bonnie. Melted Chocolate Bonnie, it's a pretty alright skin. I would have gave it a C, but this is a 2021 skin, so it's a D. Because, though, another thing is, it was bugged when it first came out. Because the decloak never worked. And actually, I appreciate the cloaking animation, because if it did fake out, it still would have, it was just charging. It looked like it was cloaked, so that would have confused some people, and I thought maybe that could be a good idea. So you had to listen to it decloaking. But then when it got fixed, and I just realized that it was I knew it was a bug, but I have a feeling maybe Illumix could have just kept that. But when I found out that was fixed, I felt disappointed for the skin even more, though, as I was before. And how the skin was almost like Freddy Frostbear, where it doesn't break. And that was one of it. And when it was fixed, it managed to break, like it rusts. But unfortunately, I give it a D. I'm sorry for you Melted Chocolate Bonnie fans, but I really don't approve of this skin a lot. Next up is Little Red Chica. Now, this is another A skin. And this actually beats, I think it beats, Serpent Mangle. Actually, no. Because this actually had a suffering from the skin, which is the same situation that Curse was, and that was a crash. But it didn't really make me hate it a lot. Now, it could have almost beaten Serpent Mangle if it wasn't the reuse animation, but here's the thing. The reason why they reused the animation is because their animators left. Now, I would understand, but why would they give Melted Chocolate Bonnie Jacko Bonnies? That's the thing. They could have chosen a regular Bonnie. They could have chosen Blackheart Bonnie. But why Jacko Bonnie? It doesn't fit with the audio. And why didn't they make an audio of it? Because they didn't lose their audio maker, did they? I'm not sure, they never did. Or was he on vacation? But all I know is that this skin would have been rushed already, as they may have run with some time. But with Little Red Chica, reuses Scorching Chicas, which is this skin, because a lot of people don't remember this skin. And that got a little bit down. And I thought this skin could beat my favorite Chica skin, Liberty Chica. Yes, I actually am a Liberty Chica fan. But it never did. And that's the unfortunate. And it got scarred by the crash, but not as much. And when the crash was fixed, it got revived and got into here instead of behind. Big Bad Foxy. Now, this was covered by the crash as well. But the thing is, it was not recovered well. And I give it a C. Why? Because it constantly crashes and crashes and crashes, and it would never let me in to the fight. Like, the only times it worked was only 3 times. And the 3rd time, I was so lucky to get it. The other time, it was the lag that saved me. So, thank you, lag. The 2nd time was because apparently Ballora's foremost, I think. But still, the 3rd time I don't remember what CPU it was or if it was lured. But all I know was this skin had more sufferment and curse, and it was revived from D, I think, but didn't get a good recovery. Unlike curse, it got a little pinch of recovery. So I give it a C here too. We're getting now into the good skins after the new gameplay update, which I say wasn't a really big one. I actually liked it at first, but then later I wasn't a fan of it. But now we're getting to more better skins ever since the gameplay update, and one of them is Dark Water Bear Endo. This skin is blown out of the water, literally, and it was one of my favorite skin ever when I first saw it. I thought it was a Ballora skin, cause maybe for the arm textures or something like that. And then later we looked closer and it looked like a Toy Chica or Ballora skin. And we still had a thought on a Foxy skin, but it was very weird for them to do 2 Foxies in a row. Like, they did 2 Bonnies, but it was after an event, but 2 Foxies in a row wouldn't make sense at all. But then we got this, and I thought it was a Ballora skin, maybe, but it was a high chance of an Endo 01 skin, and obviously it was, and I was so happy with it. No matter if it was Ballora or not, I loved it. And the skin, a great S. Hey, the first ever skin that got an S here for the 2021s. Next up, Sunken Toy Bonnie. Now, this skin gets a B here. Almost could beat Blackheart. No, actually, it's still... And it is actually my favorite Toy Bonnie skin. Because Boulder Toy Bonnie... I'm surprising because Boulder Toy Bonnie would have gone a B, and System Aero Toy Bonnie, no matter if it was an alright skin at first for me, I got not a good use to it on and on, so got a C around. So yeah, but I still am alright with the skin. But it's about Sunken Toy Bonnie. At first I would have said this would have been a bad skin for other people. Now, reason why it gets a B here is because it's almost a resemblance to Boulder, but not as really. If you look way closer, it looks very different because the color of it looks like goo and trash and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. So it recovers from that, and the pearls it has really looked cool. But it was almost a resemblance to Boulder, which kind of lowered it down, but thank God it didn't have Boulder Toy Bonnie's animation, but it still reused a workshop animation. And you guys can say, for Big Bad Foxy, he also reuses a workshop, but at first it doesn't, but then it does, and I see. But for Dark Water Barrendo, I really can't see any difference with it. So I don't say this is a reuse animation because people are saying that, which makes me furious with it. Because it doesn't reuse a workshop animation. Like, if you see a pinch of it, of the endoskeletons reuse, and here's the thing. Why not say, I don't know, Flamethrower Barrendo? Could he use a reused workshop animation? Possibly. What about, I don't know. You know, they didn't really use much, but still, a few of them in the past usually did, I'm sure. And a lot of people didn't complain. But it doesn't matter, because I don't see really a good resemblance with it. It's just a pinch, but that's it. And, hold on. Now, I'm not saying Flamethrower Barrendo reuses it, but some pinch of parts could have been reused, but it's just the audio and that's it. But for Dark Water Barrendo, I don't complain about that either. For Flamethrower Barrendo, I don't either too, but I would have pretend to say that if I would have been complaining about it, but I really don't. And I do like the Flamethrower Barrendo skin. But Dark Water beated it. Next up, and for Sunken Toy Bonnie though, it did reuse. Next up is Piranha Plush Trap. Piranha Plush Trap. One of the very, very, very good skin. but it doesn't get an A here because of the reuse workshop, obviously. But it beat Heartsick Baby. And for Frost Plush Wrap, it beaten Frost Plush Wrap easily now. Because the environment looked very, very, very different. More different than Frost Plush Wrap did. Because for Frost Plush Wrap, it was just adding something to, like, the trees, or adding snow effects, or like that. Unlike that was for Frost Plush Wrap, but unlike Piranha had a whole ship, a different look to it. The generators obviously stood the same for the back and Clash, but there was nothing else that it looked like a big brand new environment. So that's why. Sorry about that, though, if you hear that. Next up is Clockwork Ballora. And Clockwork actually did beat Piranha. Cause it is a very good skin. Like, the gears, the design, the textures. Oh, it definitely beat Arctic, too. And, like, the noises it makes. And fun fact, the shutdown animation and for the CPU animation, even though they were, like, delaying and stuff like that, they actually were meant for Ballora. I mean, there isn't any tier for Ballora, though, but it was for the regular Ballora. So thanks, Forsaken. But Clockwork Ballora, obviously a very, very good skin. And, like, the Minirenas even got their own skin for this one, unlike Arctic Ballora did. Unfortunately, no music, but I'm not judging it for that. So still, it doesn't get an S here because there are way other better skins, which I'm getting up to, because, oh my gosh, ever since, like, the gameplay update, Illumix has been going out with the new events, especially the Scream Punk. And Clockwork Ballora is one of them, with so many new design and improvement by it. It gets a good A. Next up is Aeronaut Toy Freddy, and this one is an S here as well. And Aeronaut Toy Freddy, like, come on. It's Carl Heisenberg in Fnaf Ar. Who would ever complain about that? I definitely wouldn't. So, Aeronaut Toy Freddy gets a good S here. And I'm not bothered, again, with the Radioactive Foxy's reuse animation. I really can't complain about it. I don't really see it. Like, I mean, it could be a necessary thing, because, why do you think, like, they just rise the thing and the head just puts down, and it has to be an expected animation? Not really. Nothing is wrong with this skin, to be honest. And it actually beats Darkwater Baron, though. So obvious, I really like this skin a lot. Even, like, the eye changes, and the grinding I've been on it was worth it. And yeah. Next up is Jetpack Balloon Boy. And this skin is actually also beaten all of the newest skin. Like, at first I would have said, Jetpack Baby looks like a good A from it being teased. Like, it almost looked identical to the other two. Like, it had a watch, maybe a reference to Clockwork. And it almost looked like Aeronaut Toy Freddy a little bit. But then after knowing it flies makes a very good skin. Oh, hold on. Why were you up like that? Sorry. And that obviously got to be one of the bestest thing that ever happened. And at first, it was kind of actually like, not bugged, but fleshed out, because, it's just pointing part is that this skin, didn't fly in the fight, which I really hoped it had, because it did look like it was up on, like, it was higher than a regular Balloon Boy skin, and for some reason it was, way down, so they just lowered it actually, which, was good, and they kind of, colored out the eyes, so that was nice of them. And yeah, that's my tier list, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you agreed. There will be a mod showcase later tonight for the Dark Chocolate mod pack, which are by Skywalker. And I'll review them later, and I really am. And you guys are up for a treat, literally. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.